Hey, hello and welcome back. I'm Justana, and we are playing Mythic Love Iberian Legends today. Okay, so last we left off, this guy, Guaco, I'm uncertain if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. I apologize if it is incorrect. I'm not familiar with some Spanish names apparently. Anyway, he stole the portable portal that belongs to her that we accidentally broke at the beginning of the game, which set the whole events of the game in motion. So, we went to his lair to investigate to see if we could find what he's up to there. And, this guy found a book written in code that we were able to help him figure out, a little bit at least. And so he's been working on that. He's been trying to find this guy, and she's been trying to find stuff to help us deal with this guy. And Coru, whom we're on her route, we were helping her to work on her magic because her magic is not that great. So in the process of helping her with her magic, we figured out that her magic at first came to her instinctively, and so she's never learned to actually study it. Like, she had a textbook that she never opened because she thought she had to wait until she had her magic. So we encouraged her to find her textbook and study it, and she figured out she could do more than she thought she could. And in the process, she found out where this guy is and where he's going to be at a certain time, so we can stop him. The whole point is that all of these people are mythic legends of some kind, hence Mythic Love Iberian Legends. And they have their own realm separate from the mortal realm, and we accidentally ended up in their realm when we touched Coru's portable portal, but we dropped it and broke it. So we had to find another way of getting back to the human realm. So, and there is a plushie of El Coco who is very cute. I don't know if saying El Coco is correct, but that seems to be his. It's a bit like Groot from Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy. I am Groot. And so there is a plushie of him available. I made sure to include a link to the shop where you can buy it on my YouTube page. I added it to all the descriptions of my live streams on YouTube, and it's also on the playlist page for the Mythic Love. So you can get a plushie of El Coco. So my character's name is Karina. When I picked Karina, I didn't think of the fact that Coru goes by Coru. So Coru and Karina was not intentional. It just happened by accident. So basically, they want me, the main character, to stay behind while they go confront Guaco. And you can be like, yeah, okay, I don't want to be in your way, or yeah, I'm scared, I don't want to risk myself. Or you can be like, I want to go, I want to help. Are you sure, Karina? It'll be dangerous. If you want to stay with them at the center, we'll understand. Don't count me out. I think Karina should come. That's interesting that Juana says that, because Juana does not trust mortals. I think something happened in her past, and I am looking forward to doing all the other routes, but especially Juana's. Juana wants Karina to come with us, a human being. This human is an invaluable support. There is a better chance of winning. I mean, it's thanks to us that we helped Coru figure out her powers. Exactly. Karina has proven to be quite useful so far. I'd love for you to come. Aww. We've come very close to kissing Coru, but the kissing has not happened. Yet. It's your decision, Karina. I'm coming with you. I'll help you. Oh my gosh, they all like that. Okay. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Hey all, watch out for Coru's new trick. Yeah, Coru, she can little witch blushes while Drax, Zana, and Gamu watch her with interest. It takes her a few seconds to start moving. So yeah, Coru's new trick, she can manipulate fire. She can produce like a little flame in her hand, and she can also pretend, make you think that she's something else, like a rock or something. And then by accident, she figured out she could make things and herself invisible because she has illusion magic. And then the trick that she mastered that really helped was she figured out she could expand on the illusion magic so that people think that she's someone else. So she turned into Glauco, and he controls shadows. And so she was talking to the shadows, and they told her how to find him. She approaches Juana, touches her, and the woman disappears. Coru turns and does the same to Professor Boo. Coru, what? Where did she send them? To Glauco? We'll all go there together. Dragon and Gamu are puzzled, but Sana seems to have figured it out. Her eyes shine with excitement. How cool! These two are just gotten together, by the way. We helped them get together because they both had crushes on each other, and she was waiting for him to say something, and he was a little nervous about saying something, so we encouraged her to say something, and boom.
Huh?
What? Bro, I don't get it. I'll explain to you later. Coru touches Tiago and you with her hand and makes you invisible. Finally, she slaps his cheek with her palm and disappears. Slaps whose cheek? Or her own cheek? Bye, folks. Wish us luck. You get ready to teleport, but it's a little more complicated than usual. After a few head-on collisions, accidental and inappropriate brushes, and quite a few awkward laughs, the five of you manage to form a circle and hold hands. Maybe do the invisibility after holding hands. Next time, let's do this in reverse order. That's what I said. So with Zana's laughter in the background, a magical flash surrounds you. This time, you truly disappear. You find yourselves in a lush, green, and magical setting. You're completely surrounded by shadows. Coru flinches, Juana pulls out an Ecusiculor, and Blue and Tiago tense up, but the shadows ignore you. This is a flower, and apparently Guaco is allergic to it. Coru's spell is working. In the distance, hiding among the dense vegetation, the remains of an ancient stone structure emerge. Only a massive arch remains standing. And at the base of one of its walls, Guaco is fiddling with something. Him. He also doesn't seem to have noticed your arrival. He continues working on whatever he is doing, just like the shadows, which keep calmly patrolling without detecting you. Coru, you're the best. The little witch blushes and gives a small smile. How is it that they don't detect us either? Seems the magical dome is working too. He can't detect or hear us. Using his own spells against him. How poetic. Yeah, the dome is a construct that Glauco used on his lair, and Boo figured out how to create one himself. I've also modified it so we can see each other. I don't want any more surprise brushes. Aw, come on! You slowly approach Glauco, who still hasn't noticed your presence. He's distracted. Let's attack now. Lana, no, we agreed we'd try talking first. I didn't agree to anything. It was just a suggestion. We agreed on it implicitly. Of course you're going to defend him. What are you implying? We should at least immobilize him, shouldn't we? With the Ecusiculors? Coru is the only one with common sense. Juana is speaking directly to you. Or is she not? Let's see what he does first. That's not a bad idea. Fine with me. At least each of you take a few Ecusiculors, just in case. These. Yeah, she has a writing crop in her hand. I thought that was the stem of this, but no. Juana takes out a bunch of Cool Zikor from her bag and hands them out to the group. You tuck a few to your pockets and leave the last two out, one for each hand. And remember, putting them close to him is enough to negate his powers. Don't touch his skin with them. It's not like we want to kill him. You approach Guauco to get a better look. The god of darkness is still fiddling with the big stone arch. Are you going to stay there all day? You startle. You don't know whether it's from shock or resignation, but Coru removes the invisibility from you. Were you under the impression that I hadn't noticed your presence? Boo turns red, and you can't tell if it's from embarrassment, helplessness, or anger at having failed with the dome. How? The magical dome is my spell, Owl, my creation. Its formula is designed so that I am not affected by it. It might have worked against my shadows. It has definitely allowed you to get this far, but it's never going to work against me. You doomed yourselves the moment you came closer. Although I must admit, I feel some curiosity. How did you incorporate invisibility, Owl? What kind of modification did you apply to my spell? Tell me. That technique will be useful during my mission in the human realm. Don't tell him. Doesn't matter, Juana. He won't be able to replicate it. We can tell him. Boo explains Coru's new technique. Is he trying to buy time, gain sympathy, or both? Guauco listens carefully, and you swear you see a glimpse of admiration in his eyes. I congratulate you, little witch. I am impressed. Don't mock her. But it doesn't feel like mockery to you. His gaze is genuine. Guauco, can we talk? Say whatever you need to say, but refrain from doing anything strange. Better than nothing. We have to make him see reason. Guauco, you don't need to do this. This has been my goal for decades, dog. I'm puzzled that you're so surprised. This is different. All of a sudden you're taking this way too seriously. Did you think I was joking? No, but you've never gone this far before. You had never betrayed us like this. We've always tried to be understanding with you. I told you he wasn't behaving out of respect. He was behaving that way because the opportunity hadn't come up yet. But he's always been a malicious, unpresentable egoist. Lana. The shadow of Saturn passes through Guauco's eyes, but he quickly conceals it. Right, exactly. That's the opinion you have of me. You've always had it. Oh boy. You have no right to complain. I'm just making my behavior match that opinion. The invasion of the human realm is a necessity. It is inevitable. I have my reasons, and you have yours for trying to stop me, but I won't allow it. Even so, you have my admiration. I didn't anticipate that you would reach me so easily. I am deeply intrigued. How did you figure out my location? This place has been abandoned for years. No one has shown interest in it for decades, much less with someone who already has a portable portal in their possession. I'm puzzled that you've managed to uncover my strategy. Ask your shadows. They love to talk. Huh? What are you talking about, little witch? The rest laugh, which confuses Guauco even more. Definitely don't want to reveal that. Damn you. What are you laughing at? Your shadows seem to be having trouble distinguishing their owner from a witch with shape-shifting powers. Oh, come on. You shouldn't be telling him all your tricks. He sure is. He wouldn't dare hurt Coru, would he? Although, wait a minute. Did he just smile? I feel compelled to congratulate you, little witch. I was convinced that you possessed more power than you were willing to show. If anything, you should congratulate Karina for helping me figure it out. Now I understand. This is all due to my Maitia's contribution. The god of darkness turns to you. You've given me more trouble than I expected. I should have taken care of you as soon as I had the chance at the GALA. You wretch. You were such a helpless little creature there unsupervised with that human fragility. I could have taken you with me, or even incapacitated you. Come on. Shut up! Coru, no. Coru lunges at Guauco, red with rage. She doesn't get very far. With a subtle flick of his wrist, Guauco commands the shadows to seize you all. The shadow holding Tiago tries to cover his mouth, but it doesn't move in time. Tiago manages to howl. All the shadows tremble and blur. Guauco flinches and moves his wrist to summon the shadows again, but something stops him and makes him wince in pain. Fauna has taken advantage of the chaos to bring one of the Kultikor closer to the god of darkness. The shadow holding her back tries to close in, but the howl has slowed it down. Glauco crawls towards the bushes, managing to get far enough out of the flower's reach, and reactivates his powers. Chaos erupts. Glauco uses his howl and his strength to keep the shadows under control. Fauna pursues Glauco with the Kultikor, while he moves at extraordinary speed thanks to his ability to merge with the shadows. 3 shadows try to restrain Boo, who is reading a spell from a grimoire in Old Spanish while trying to break free. He stays close to Tiago. At first, you assume he's doing it to protect himself with his howls, but you soon understand the spell's purpose. As soon as the professor finishes reciting it, Tiago's howl amplifies like a loudspeaker. Thank you! Over to one side, Coru has summoned her little fire and is waving her hand around, trying to keep the shadows at bay. The professor's spell also affects the flame, which intensifies and causes the shadows around her to flee. Great! You look at your own hands. You're still holding the Kultikors that Juana gave you a little while ago. I'm joining the fight here. You run towards Glauco with the Kultikors in your hands. The god of darkness tries to get away, but Juana approaches from the opposite direction. His escape routes are limited. Good, Karina. Very good. Let's keep it up. A shadow tries to grab you from behind. You turn around just in time to see Tiago stop it. Focus on him. We'll take care of them. Glauco manages to slip away, but it's getting harder and harder for him to move and to control his shadows. You don't know how much time has passed, but night is falling. You keep getting ground on him, little by little. He's losing control over the shadows, who are being defeated by Tiago and Coru. When Professor Boo manages to break free from them, he joins Juana and you with his own Kultikors. Glauco, stop. We can settle this in a civilized way. Your intelligence doesn't match your lack of understanding of the situation, Owl. The 3 of you manage to corner him against the great stone arch. Glauco loses what little control he has left, and all the shadows fade away. Tiago and Coru approach with their Kultikors. It's over, Glauco. Please, stop resisting. He won't stop. We have to incapacitate him. Fauna, and how do you suggest we do that? It sounds excessive. So what if it's excessive? It's not like we haven't given him plenty of chances already. He's taking advantage of your naivete. He does these things because he knows there won't be any consequences. There are no these things. This is the first time he's done something like this. There has to be an explanation. Tiago keeps his eyes on Glauco, still held against the portal. His eyes are filled with sorrow. Let's hear what he has to say. Alright, but don't try anything funny, Glauco. You move the Kultikors just enough to allow him to speak. You're fools. Fauna steps forward with her Kultikor, but Tiago stops her. Let her, dog. At least she's the only one showing any initiative. Unlike the rest of you, who merely apply superficial solutions to the problem while our time runs out. What are you talking about? You're the problem. We're dealing with it right now. I'm the least of your problems. While you're chasing me and berating me, our realm is disappearing, and you're doing nothing. Nothing? The professor's been researching for years. The owl loves to research, but hates to act. Any amount of information will be useless if we succumb. Ashes have no use for empty data. The professor looks away, ashamed. Don't talk to him like that. It's the truth. I had to end up taking matters into my own hands, and yet you have the audacity to reproach me for it. Why did he go? What are you talking about? I've shared enough. Glauco, say it. You wouldn't understand. Glauco makes a move as if to turn away. Please, we deserve to know. You don't deserve anything. The way I'm being treated is intolerable. You want to invade my realm. I deserve to know why. I must admit, that's a reasonable argument, Maitia. Alright, I'll explain, but only because my Maitia is asking. They all look at him with hatred, but Glauco responds with a mischievous smile. Glauco stands up and begins to walk around the great stone portal. He strokes one of its pillars and smiles to himself. This arch is our salvation. I found out why the Light of Ages is dying. Professor Boo's shoulders tensed. How? It wasn't that hard, Professor. Glauco, don't push it. Leave it, Wana. Explain yourself. The god of darkness laughed. It was obvious you wouldn't be able to resist. Tell me, aren't you curious to know where our beloved light of ages comes from? Of course, every myth has wondered at some point. It's a mystery, one we've never managed to solve. Glauco flashes a huge smile. The light of ages comes directly from the primal bonfire. What does that mean? I'm talking about when humans first gathered to tell stories around a bonfire. Those stories gave them security, created community and tradition, and gave them hope. The bonfire also protected them from the darkness. And the stories that those humans told each other are what eventually gave rise to the myth. Every character in the game is some form of myth. Since it's Iberian Legends, they're based on Spanish and Portuguese myths. And I'm assuming there are other similar myths in other countries. From the shadows. My research has determined that the first bonfire, the primal fire, is what we now call the Light of Ages. So what's wrong with the Light of Ages? The Light of Ages feeds on human beliefs. The primal fire burned because of and for the tales of mortals, the stories that gave rise to our existence. That's kind of what I was talking about. And so it continued to burn for years, endowing us with magic and life fueled by human ideology. Unfortunately, humans remember fewer and fewer myths and legends as time passes. Their evolution has provided them with other methods to gain security, control, and entertainment. So humans are losing belief in the myths, and that's making them weaker, like in the Rise of the Guardians. They no longer yearn for community and tradition. Their fast-paced lifestyle is replacing those values. Values that will soon vanish completely, and with them, the Light of Ages. And all of us. Tiago looks at Glauco skeptically. Boo, on the other hand, is deep in thought. You can believe me or doubt me, that won't change the facts. Sounds certain. How did you find out? The original archives make for the most fascinating reading. You were granted access to the archives? How did you do that? Let's just say I granted myself permission. Taking action is more efficient than studying in your room, Owl. You should try it. I have a conscience. I know, and look where that conscience has led you. That's irrelevant. I would never hurt anyone just to get some documents. Who said anything about hurting anyone? I just went in, grabbed them, and left. I don't buy it. The archive security is admired by everyone. Those admirers would be hugely disappointed if they'd seen the security that night. No wonder. Most of the guards were at the GALA, and the ones who stayed behind were too busy grumbling about missing the party. The GALA, who took advantage of such an important event to carry out the break-in? That's a miserable plan. I wouldn't call it a plan. I made the decision that very day. But the timing was certainly convenient. I mean, that's fair. How many real-life criminals would take advantage of such an event to do something like that? And why did you make such a sudden decision? That was thanks to my idea. Thanks to me? Your arrival reinforced my theory about what has been happening to the Light of Ages. It went from being a possibility to a high probability. But I was only willing to act if it was a certainty. My visit to the archives confirmed it. The mist looked at the God of Darkness, still processing everything he just said. I find it interesting that they chose to have the God of Darkness figure this all out. So this is all the humans' fault? What a surprise. Lana, I don't think they're even aware of it. Your existence is a secret we couldn't have known. Even so, Glauco, attacking the human world is excessive. I don't think he's attacking. I don't think that's his plan. It doesn't seem... Revenge is never the solution. Yeah, I don't think that's what he's going for. Don't bother. He just wants to cause harm. Any excuse will do. Thank goodness we arrived in time. Glauco smiles maliciously as he looks at the structure beside him. Yes, the morning has been perfect indeed. A sort of glow starts surrounding the stone arch. What have you... The flash of the gravestone portal activating blinds you. You blink. Little by little, your vision returns. The glow of the open portal reflects in the eyes of the god of darkness, who smiles as he holds a small object in his hand. Coru's portable portal, now repaired, emanates a small glowy aura that connects directly to the stone pillar. He tricked us! He was stalling for time! We have to stop him! I don't want to wait for the others. I want to react, but I'm not sure if I want to do this or this. Cheater! Try to raise your fist at him. The shadows have held you back again. Lana tries to grab her core from the ground, but one of the shadows picks the flower and sends it flying. The myths struggle in vain. Their eyes are filled with rage. You watch them helplessly. Tiago, Boo, Lana. Where is Coru? Glauco also seems to have noticed the witch's absence. How long has she been gone? Has she been invisible? I think she's been invisible. The god of darkness observes his own hand. The portable portal has vanished. Coru appears a few feet away from it, holding the device. Awesome. I won't let you destroy the human realm. The witch raises her fingers. No! And activates her light. The portable portal begins to burn. You fool! But the device has already been reduced to ashes. Well done, Coru. That's our little witch. Damn it, and Coru, ha! But this was useless. The portal has been activated. I'll find a way to return another time. Lana has once again taken advantage of the chaos to pull out her other Core. Glauco gets distracted trying to protect his face, and the shadows fade. Rip him! Tiago and Coru jump on Glauco, grabbing him by each arm while holding Cores in their other hands. You don't know what you're doing. You're dooming us all. Don't let him fool you. He's trying to distract us again. Glauco, we can't take our frustrations out on the humans. I don't think he's actually trying to do any harm to the humans. I have no intention of taking anything out on anyone, Owl. Let me go. Can't you see? The solution to our problems is right in front of us. Glauco stares at the portal, its glow reflecting in his eyes, filled with rage. We have to make them remember. That's what I was thinking he's been doing. He wants to bring the myths back to the human world. If I reveal myself to the humans, the light of ages will be saved. I don't know why it's doing this. What are you talking about? The solution is obvious. Even you should be able to understand it, dog. They won't be able to ignore my shadows. They won't be able to ignore me. They will remember the legends, and our realm will be safe. Today, St. John's Eve, the night of myths and legends. Today, they'll find out we're real. Don't believe him. He's trying to trick us again. Glauco struggles between Tiago and Coru, but he can't break free. Can't you see? Fools. Glauco's voice grows weaker as a Cores draw near. It's getting harder and harder for him to resist. There's no time. The portal will close soon. And thanks to the witch, we have no way to reopen it. You're dooming us all. A glimmer of doubt begins to show on Tiago and Boo's faces. You can see guilt in Coru. Are you trying to make us believe you wanted to save us all? Come on. Right, your evil nature is known to all. Someone who sends their shadows to attack every other minute can't have good intentions. That's true. Yesterday, you went too far. I understand you want to distract us, but being wrong is a habit you should correct. Everyone is under the impression that I control the shadows. Everyone knows your legend. What good is knowing it if you don't know how to interpret it? I keep the shadows under control. It's not the same as controlling them. That sounds the same. No, it doesn't. The shadows have a consciousness of their own. They obey my magic, yes, but they also move at their own will when I'm not present. Repairing the portable portal required my full attention yesterday. I'm sorry for the inconvenience caused in my absence. You're not sorry about anything. I can't deny that the distraction was convenient. They almost prevented you from tracking me down. But I assure you, it wasn't my intention to cause any harm. I believe him. It doesn't matter what we believe. His intentions are irrelevant. He intends to invade an entire realm. Exactly. Even if you were telling the truth and your cause was noble, the method, there has to be a less radical plan. Glauco has stopped fighting and is staring at some stones on the ground, head down. Which one? We've gone decades without results. The professor also looks at the ground, ashamed. But now we have more information. If we all work together... As much as I hate humans, even I think your plan is despicable. Our survival cannot come at the expense of theirs. It's not at the expense of their survival, it's at the expense of their privilege. The privilege of roaming with total impunity at night. My night, damaging both our realm and their own. See? He did want revenge. No, I don't think that's what he's aiming for. Still, he has a point. There's nothing wrong with optimizing efforts. It's called killing two birds with one stone. Even so, I don't know what to do. The shadows swirl around you, around the great stone portal. The bloodlust in their eyes is terrifying. What if we offer you a deal? Karina, we can't trust him. Silence, horsewoman. I want to hear my idea. Fauna crosses her arms but lets you proceed. What do you want in exchange for your cooperation? Glauco smiles thoughtfully, or rather he pretends to be thoughtful. You're certain he already knows exactly what he wants to ask for. Absolutely. I want you to guarantee me a way to travel to the human realm. That makes no sense. You're asking to go to the human realm in exchange for not going to the human realm. I'm asking to travel on my own without doing anything extreme in exchange for not sending all my shadows to invade the entire realm. I consider it a reasonable deal. That distinction implies that we trust your word. I trust in exchange for your trust. A deal must be mutual, horsewoman. You really think you're in a position to negotiate? There we go. Had to put my hat on. Give him his own portable portal. Is that possible, Professor? If you promise to use it responsibly, I accept the deal. Fantastic. I mean, Boo has to make another one for Coru anyway. Glauco turns to the group. Alright, we have a deal. Let go of me. I can fix him, since Glauco's refrained from his plan. Glauco gets up with Coru and Tiago's help. You can't help but notice that he clings to Tiago's arm for a few seconds longer than necessary, holding his gaze. They're both blushing. We found a mural on the wall of Glauco's cave, and the biggest image on the mural was of Tiago, so it implies that Glauco has a crush. After letting go, the god of darkness gestures with his hand. Most of the shadows fade away, but what's wrong with the rest? Why aren't they obeying? They're moving closer to you. Confusion is written all over Glauco's face. Tiago intervenes with his howl and drives them away. The confusion in the god's eyes turns into gratitude. This is your fault. You're not aware of how much magic it took to activate the great portal. And your damn little flowers have drained the little power I had left. You can't even control your own shadows. Pathetic. Don't start. We agreed to be civil. I didn't agree to anything. Juana, don't start. She said that earlier, too, about not attacking. There they go again, starting to argue, and now there's one more of them. It's like trying to manage a primary school class. For real. You look at the Great Stone Portal. It's still active. Maybe this is your chance to go home. You no longer have to deal with their conflicts. Your way out is right there. But is that really what you want? Your realm has been saved, but this one is still in danger. You look at the nymphs who have become your friends over the last few days. They're still arguing and talking over each other. A sudden flash interrupts them. You turn to see who just teleported in. Desperation is evident on Drax's face as the light fades. Uh-oh. Where did the shadows go? Thank goodness you're here. The light. Drax notices that the great portal is open and that Glauco is free and near the arch. They spread their wings and prepare to pounce on him. Drax, wait. Everything's fine. He's agreed to cooperate. With conditions. What's going on with the light? Did it do something strange? Well, not exactly. That's the problem. What do you mean? Drac looks at Glauco suspiciously, but when they see that the rest of you aren't fazed by his interruptions, they decide to respond. Oh, Continue. There we go. Okay. I missed that Glauco was the one who asked the question. The professor tasked us with recording data on the light's fluctuations on St. John's Eve in order to compare them with its movements from previous years. But there haven't been any fluctuations. How can that be? St. John's Eve is its most active night of the year. It's when it sheds its fire. Exactly, but completely calm. It isn't recharging. In fact, we believe that... Drac looks down at their feet, indecisive. I know it sounds strange, but it's like if it was suffering. Human oblivion. Even tonight, the most important night, they're ignoring the legends. The light can't take it anymore. The threads of the bond are breaking. Confusion is written all over Drac's face. We'll explain it to you on the way. We have to get back as soon as possible. Glauco, can you come with us? Your power and your knowledge might be helpful. There is no need to ask. I honor my agreements. Let's go then. Take each other's hands. The myths form a circle. Coru and Boo have left a space between them. For you. Karina, let's go! But you keep staring at the great stone portal. The magic inside it is starting to fade. Coru notices right away. Oh, right. Leave without me. I'll be there shortly. Boo starts to say something, but Tiago tugs on his arm and cuts him off. Of course. Goodbye, Karina. The 5 myths vanish in a burst of light. Coru steps towards you. Karina, I'm sorry. We don't have much time. You open your mouth to reply, but Coru keeps talking very quickly. She's nervous. I wish we could say goodbye more calmly, but the great portal is about to close. Besides, this is the first time I feel in control of my powers. Who knows? Maybe I can help fix the light. I have to go with them. Coru slips a hand into her pocket and takes out something you can't quite see. She steps closer to you. She takes your hand, places a small object in your palm, and gently closes your fingers around it. It takes her a few seconds to let go, as if she doesn't want to release that moment. When she finally does, her fingers brush against yours in a soft caress. It's something silly. Don't think too much of it. It's just that I was excited to give it to you. I'm saving it for when we completed the bond, but seeing as we haven't had time. You open your hand and look at the gift. It's a CD case decorated with stickers, glitter, and a purple ribbon. Open it. Inside you find a white CD where Coru has written Karina Anor Inkoruha. You also find a piece of paper with a handwritten playlist. You recognize songs by Rosalia, Bala Bengala, Taylor Swift. Coru smiles again. That shy smile that always softens you. But the shine in her eyes betrays her. She's fighting back tears. I hope you like it. I picked the songs I think best define our relationship. And, well, also... Coru points to the last track on the list. It's titled Under My Spell. You don't recognize it. I wrote it myself. It's about me and about you and about how we met and everything we've lived through these past days. Stop doing this to me. I'd also like it if, when you listen to it, you remember everything you've lived in this realm. That you never forget it. That you never forget me. And even though saying goodbye hurts, I'm really glad I met you. You've helped me so much, and I've loved spending time with you. I'm going to miss you, Karina. Coru fidgets with one of her dreadlocks, twisting and untwisting it with a finger. She looks at the ground. He looks at the great stone portal, which is almost extinguished. Will you be alright? Will you be able to save the Light of Ages? I don't know, honestly. I hope so. I don't want to be negative. Now we have Glauco, I want to believe we'll succeed even without your help. My help? But I can't do anything for Light of Ages, right? Well, Glauco has mentioned that your arrival reaffirmed his suspicions. Have you noticed? Come on. That means you saw something, that your presence did something that caught his attention enough to sneak into the archives. Then maybe if you came to the Cerro, it would help us find a solution, yes. Okay, hang on. Gonna do something super quick. But it's only a guess, and I'm a mess. I might be imagining things. I can't ask you to take that kind of risk. I only have the chance to go back home now. I was already responsible for you ending up in this mess. If you came now when we failed, I couldn't bear to be responsible for your misfortune twice. So, no hard feelings, really. I understand perfectly. Run, Karina, before the portal closes. Nope, I'm not leaving her. Coru, who was holding her breath, exhales with relief. I know it's selfish to ask you for something like that, Karina. I appreciate it very much. I'm hopeful. But Gauko said can't be a coincidence. If your presence confirmed his suspicions, and if the light depends so directly on humans, at your side the Greystone portal seals shut completely. Try not to let your worry show on your face. This must have been hard for Coru. The little witch looks away from the stone arch and takes her hand with extreme affection. If we survive, I swear we'll complete the bond and reopen the great portal. I got you into this mess, I just accepted help I don't deserve, and you've only ever been this kind to me. I'll save you, Karina. As you nod, she gently traces her fingers, across your palm, letting out a nervous little giggle. A flash of light envelops you and you teleport. You appear in the great hall of Cerro del Bu. The light of ages burns in the center. The whole group is gathered around it. Drac, Zana, Gamu, the rest, and even El Coco. Hi, James. It's been a bit. It just did it. Did you see it? That's cool, bro. You approach the group. It's a good thing you ended up coming, Karina. It seems Guapo was right. You doubted me? If we doubted you, you'd be tied up. That sounds tempting, but you should ask Tiago. He's the expert on the matter. Excuse me? You're a dog, right? Oh. Well, you're a cow. Will you pour me a glass of milk? That's a little lame. I'll give you as much milk as you want. Oh, God. Leave the ties in the milk exchange for another time. We have a problem here. To one side, Coru, Juana, and Sana look at them while trying to hold back their laughter. What's so funny? I'm serious. Exactly. There's nothing funny about all this. I think it's that whole thing just went over Boo's head. He didn't realize there was flirting. There was some subtext there. Nothing. It's just that some milk would be nice since this really takes the biscuit. Nana lets out a laugh. Juana presses her lips together, trying to stop herself from doing the same. I hope you're not thinking dirty thoughts. Sorry, Boo, but they are. Look, they're starting to tie up loose ends. Juana can't hold it in any longer and lets out a huge laugh that sounds like a neigh. Because she's a horse. The rest of you start laughing as well, including Tiago, Guaco, and you. Only Boo remains bewildered. But after a while, he starts smiling too. Sorry, Professor, we're all very nervous. I understand. But we need to focus now. Look at the light of ages. You watch the small light. Indeed, it is even more diminished than before. Midnight has already passed, and not only has it not revitalized as it usually does in St. John's Eve, it seems like it has weakened. It hasn't moved at all? Well, we have detected some small fluctuations on 2 occasions. That's good, right? Let's start with that. When did they happen? Well, the first one was a while ago when El Coco approached. El Coco! I love it so much! Yes, that has already happened in the past, but I've never figured out the connection. Even with the information I obtained from the archives, I have difficulty seeing the connection between El Coco and the light. I see. And the second fluctuation? Once again, they all stare at each other and then at you and Coru. It has been right now, when Karina appeared. You feel the weight of all their gazes upon you. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. I realized I could finally see their full outfits. Can I have Drac? Is it because I am human? Everyone turns to listen to Boo and Guaco. It's quite likely, yes. Although I don't understand the connection with El Coco. Let's start by collecting data. Karina, can I take a hair from you? It's nothing weird. My intention is to compare it with one of El Coco's to locate common properties and We don't have time for all that. The most efficient resource is to try things. Laetia, approach the light of ages. Let's observe its reaction. You take a few steps towards the light. They'll look at you expectantly while holding their breath. No pressure whatsoever. They're getting on your nerves, but you don't want to worry about something like that right now. It's not the time. You continue advancing until you stand in front of the light. Not doing anything. Patience. You continue waiting, all impatient. You move a little closer. Despite its small size, you feel the heat of the light of the ages on your cheeks. It's cozy. It's not reacting. Karina, do you feel anything? The warmth is pleasant. It is. But that's not out of the ordinary. What if you try reaching out? You look at the others who nod. You extend your arms and place a hand on either side of the small flame, palms facing it as if you were going to grasp it. You feel nothing unusual. Close your eyes. Concentrate. You obey, but feel a certain skepticism. Does this really have any use? Although, it would be incredible if anything happened now. It would be like performing magic, wouldn't it? You focus, feeling the comfort of its warmth like a cozy bonfire, but nothing more. The light of ages remains the same when you open your eyes. No, wait a minute, not the same. It has dimmed even more. Mortal, what have you done? I didn't do anything. It wasn't Karina, horse. It wasn't fixed either. Neither by me nor Coru nor the professor. None of us fixed it. This isn't the time to look for someone to blame. Okay, it's true. I'm nervous. How natural that we are. Observe the light. It's practically extinguished. Only a tiny thread of fire remains in the glass receptacle. Coru lights her light. It's much smaller too. Tano, holding a glass in her hand, tries to fill it with water using her magic without success. No! Our power is weakening by the moment. Even I can feel it dwindling. Is this how you've been living all this time? You feel a mixture of powerlessness, frustration, and pressure from the group's watchful eyes. Can't stop your eyes from filling with tears. Coru realizes right away. She approaches you, takes your hand, and pulls you away from the light of ages. Let's go from there. Coru pulls you towards the garden door. Let's remain around the small altar, altering the kisses between the light of ages and your joined hands. The sky remains clear. The stars shine brightly, reflecting off the marble of the garden railings. The night is oblivious to the despair unfolding within. Coru leads you to the center of the garden, pulling your arm gently. You know she is sad and distressed. I'm sorry, I tried. Huh? Yes, I know, it's not that. I'm sorry I didn't mean for you to see me like this. You already have enough to worry about. Coru tries to smile, but she can't. Her eyes fill with tears. No, I can't cry. I need to be strong. For them. For you. You can cry. It's normal given the situation. Thank you, Karina. And somehow that helps keep her from crying. Coru breathes deep and lets her tears fall. She sobs for a moment while you hold her until you notice her heartbeat calm down. I feel much better. You were right. It's like, I don't know if anyone's watched Inside Out, the first movie. But in that one, there's a different... made me think of, come away, O human child, to the waters and the wild, with a fairy hand in hand, for the world's more full of weeping than you can understand. Yeah, but like in Inside Out, it's the emotions inside Riley's head, and the main one is joy. And it takes her, she basically spends the movie figuring out the point of having sadness there. And sadness helps you release the emotions and feel empathy for others. And this is the case, once you've had your cry, you can pick yourself up and keep moving forward. Coru looks towards the entrance door of the building. Karina, I'm sorry for dragging you into this. I really thought your presence would fix everything. Then we'd have a party to celebrate, complete the bond, and you could come home. But it hasn't worked out. We're worse off, and you've lost your chance to go back. I'm so sorry. I mean it. I don't know what will happen to you when we in the realm disappear. It wouldn't make sense for you to disappear too. hope you just reappear on your own. Yes, that would be great. It's not the solution we had planned, but at least you'd be able to go home. Can't just disappear. There has to be something we can do. We're out of time. Guauco is right. We wasted too much time. Coru leans against the railing of the small garden. Does she need physical or mental support? Probably both. We've seen her little light before. It's weakening by the moment. They all are. What do? Coru shudders under your touch and settles closer, pressing her body against yours. She gives you a gentle squeeze. Despite losing her power, the warmth of her touch remains, comforting. It's so frustrating, isn't it? Thinking you should be able to do some things like you can't. That's been most of my life. Frustration knowing there has to be some kind of magic there, and never being able to find it. I wish I had realized sooner what the problem with my magic was, I could have started working on it earlier, improving it, and maybe now my flame power will be strong enough to repair the Light of Ages. But I'm too late. It's not your fault. Tiago is a protector myth, and he hasn't been able to do anything with his magic either. Yeah, I guess you're right. I spent so long worrying whether my powers had gone extinct, and in the end, it's our entire existence that's going to disappear. How frustrating. I wish I could give all my power to the light, but it doesn't seem to want it. It's weakening it. It's not taking it. Karina, I know I'm really annoying, but I need to apologize to you again. Not for dragging you into this. Taking the risk and not crossing the Great Portal was your choice, which I appreciate very much, but what I'm referring to is I shouldn't have accepted you forming the bond with me. I dragged you into all of this because of my impulsiveness and weakness. I should have let my companions save you instead. They're much more capable than I am. When you chose me, I was so excited, I didn't think about the consequences. I only thought about spending time with a human, not your safety. I'm sorry, Karina. I'm sorry you ended up with the worst myth of all. That's not your responsibility. It's just, I can't help but wonder if you had chosen one of the others, this would have gone better. I don't think it would. If you'd be safe. If my impulsiveness has doomed you. My companions are great. I'm sure any of them would have done a better job than I did. I chose you willingly. I know, but shouldn't I have refused? I should have realized I wasn't right for you and told you to choose someone else. Don't be ridiculous. I can make my own decisions. You don't need to feel guilty. You're right, Karina. It isn't fair for me to think or decide for you. I promise I won't fall into that again. Thank you for being honest. I needed that. Coru keeps looking at the ground. Through your still linked hands, you can feel her heartbeat racing. You're sure her mind is spinning. She seems to notice you watching her because she slowly lifts her head and meets your gaze again. It's innocent, soft, but also intense. It makes your heart beat faster and your cheeks warm. Coru steps a little closer. She looks at you with eyes full of desire, her breathing rapid and trembling. Trembling a lot. Come on. So much that her legs give way and she trips, falling right on top of you. Fortunately, she's so tiny that you manage to catch her in your arms and break her fall without moving an inch. Coru stays clinging to you, even more flushed than before, hyperventilating and not daring to look you in the face. She speaks to you in a trembling voice. Oh no, Karina, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It was an accident. What do? I'ma kiss her. Bring your face closer to Coru. She gasps, but doesn't back away. She actually remains completely still as you feel her heart pounding against yours, until she closes her eyes and raises her chin, inviting you with trembling lips. Your kiss starts soft, a little clumsy, but sweet. When you notice Coru's legs starting to tremble again, you place a hand on the lower part of her back to support her. Flowers! You take that chance to pull her closer to you. A surge runs through your body, like a magical current brushing against your skin. You cup Coru's face with your free hand and gently stroke her cheek with your thumb. She shivers when your pinky brushes the side of her neck, and in a probably involuntary movement, stands on tiptoes and presses her body even closer to yours. Yeah, I'm with you, James. Aww. Stay like that for several seconds. You don't know how many, but you don't care. You don't want it to end, ever. You open your eyes when Coru slips on the lips. Kiss one of the myths. Yeah! You open your eyes and Coru's lips start trembling even more, uncontrollably. She looks away in embarrassment, but quickly calms down when she sees you smiling at her. Coru buries her head against your chest as you fall into a warm embrace, still giggling. Your hearts are beating fast and in sync. That was perfect. Coru giggles again as she lifts her head and looks you in the eyes. By the way, did you feel it too? That sort of discharge? You think, could that be the bond? It had to be, right? I had never felt something like that. It's not like we have use for it now, but if we survive the light, you'd be able to... Coru stops mid-sentence. You appreciate it. You don't feel like thinking about that either. Not now. We should go back. The others might be worried. Let's go. Coru takes your hand and leads you into the Cerro. You enter back into the Great Hall of the Cerro, hand in hand, and with flushed cheeks. The rest alternate their gazes between Coru and you and the Professor and Guauco. They seem expectant. Professor, here they come! Is it working? Has it charged? Wait, give it a moment. We have to bring it closer to them. Huh? What are you talking about? The rest look at each other, trying unsuccessfully to hide an excitement that you don't understand where it's coming from. I bet kissing Coru helped. The bond. Well, it seems that the Professor and Guauco have figured out how to save Light of Ages. What does that have to do with us? Wait, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still don't know if it's going to work. Of course it's going to work, Owl. They were in on it all along. Hey, explain yourselves, please. What's going on? Tell us what you've learned. Rather than just telling you, let us show you. Wu and Guauco approach you with a small round device, similar to a portable portal. The Professor places the device in Coru's hand. This discharge, like the one from before, runs through your joined hands and into your body as soon as she touches it. At that precise moment, the object lights up. Come on. It worked! The Professor, who had been holding his breath, exhales with relief. Beside you, Tiago continues to look at them with bewilderment. Sorry, let's explain. Coru, Karina, Guauco and I have been experimenting with one of my initial prototypes of the portable portal. Guauco has used his mechanical skills and the little power he had left to alter it. Now this device can be charged with the magic of a bond between a human and a myth. In turn, the owl has made a modification to it that incorporates one of his favorite spells, the amplification one. And to think how annoying I found your damn trick, Professor, and how useful it's turning out to be for us now. That amplification helped us stop Guauco. Thank you, but we still don't know for sure if it will be useful. I think I understand it. In short, we have modified a prototype of a portable portal so that it functions as a kind of battery. A battery of bond magic for the Light of Ages. We already imagined that out there you were about to complete your bonds. We have now used it to charge the battery. This should buy us time with the Light of Ages until we come up with a solution. Don't get your hopes up just yet, Owl. First, we must make sure the Light accepts it. Even the most powerful simulated bond will be useless if the Light knows it's a deception. It's powered by hormones. Oh, sure, you're right. I don't think you were here for it, James, but basically the Light of Ages is powered by the belief of humans in the myths, but the problem is humans don't believe in the myths anymore. Boo makes as if to head towards the light, but stops short. Karina, you should do the honors. Right, if this works, it will be thanks to you. You deserve to be the one who makes the magic happen. Besides, who knows, maybe the deception is more convincing if it's a human being who delivers the bond to the light. Alright. The Professor puts the little device in your hand and gestures for you to approach the small altar. You walk with the slow, uncertain steps, clinging to the small battery you hold between your hands. It's warm, radiant. It actually does remind you of the feeling of affection, of a personal bond. You climb the small steps of the altar where the Light of Ages rests, now practically extinguished within its crystal container. You notice the top of the bronze structure, a kind of cylinder, the perfect size to fit the bond battery. Go ahead. Everyone watches, expectant. Nothing happens until you notice a small fluctuation in the fire. The rest let out a stifled little scream upon noticing it too. A second passes, then 2, then 3. It's so annoying that the game is being slow here. The Light of Ages burns with strength, the fire almost filling the entire container. Orange reflections spread throughout the room. We did it!
Ah.
I can't believe it! We're saved! Boo and Guauco exchange a look of complicity while the former nods his head and the latter smiles from ear to ear. Jana hugs Gamu and cuddles him affectionately while he kisses her on the head and smiles. Good work to everyone, but before we get our hopes up too much, we need to clarify something important. We are saved for now, but this is nothing more than a temporary solution. Exactly. If humans keep forgetting their legends, their traditions, and their culture, it's only a matter of time before the light weakens again. And then there will be no trick, device, or spell that will deceive it again. It will be our end. We can't leave it to chance. There has to be something we can do. Boo and Guauco exchange a sorrowful look. We have no idea what could be done, Karina. You already know of our existence, but you're just one person among millions and millions of humans. Do you see it now, why my plan made sense? All humans en masse were going to see me. Don't start. Then put your muzzle on me. Stop it. This is not the time. What does it matter, Juana? We don't have any idea how to solve this anyway. Not even a clue where to start. The joy that until a moment ago filled the room has vanished in a matter of seconds. Just spread stories about the myths. Hello? Even El Coco is leaving the floor covered in tears while he crawls and looks with sadness at the now intense plight of ages. His gaze fills you with sadness and you feel the need to comfort him. You approach and take him in your arms. The little monster doesn't resist. Instead, he nestles against your arms. You sing his lullaby, his favorite. Go to sleep, my little child, or else Coco might visit and eat you alive. A loud noise from the light of ages startles you. Kind of dry burst accompanied by small sparks. Fortunately, they remain contained in the glass container. What was that? What did you do, mortal? I only sang the lullaby. Wait, Karina, do it again. You obey, although you don't understand what this could have to do with the light of ages. It's like in Coco. The movie. People in the afterlife, they experience the final death when their story isn't passed on, but they persist as long as their family and friends continue to tell stories about them, continue to remember them. So me, the human, singing Coco's lullaby helps. So it's one thing if it's immortal, if it's a myth singing the lullaby. It's another thing if it's immortal singing it. Clap to give the fairy back their wings. Yes, clap! Clap! I believe in fairies! Go to sleep, my little child, or else Coco might visit and eat you alive. The light flickers again, intensifying for an instant. What the? I know what's happening. You all look at him intrigued. The fluctuations we had seen up until now, Professor, they weren't because of El Coco's presence, they were because of the lullaby. The lullaby of El Coco, one of the most widespread songs in human popular culture. They may no longer believe in legends and myths, they may no longer need us to survive, but we remain deeply rooted in their collective imagination, in their music, their art, their culture. This could be the solution. Singing the lullaby of El Coco? No, I mean, yes, but not just that. I think I see where we're going. We need art created around myths and legends. Exactly. Our stories need to be told, but it doesn't have to be around a bonfire like the old days. They can be part of their art, their entertainment, part of the humans' new ways of generating community and security. Bingo! I did think of that. Music, painting, film, literature, video games, dance, social media, our stories can and should be present in all artistic fields. Karina, I know you're still just one person, but art is communication. It spreads. It's much more powerful than any magic you have seen on this realm. Please, believe. Expand the word. Tell our stories. The power of art will do the rest. I promise I'll do everything I can. Thank you, Karina. The first ray of morning sunlight interrupts you as it enters through the enormous windows of the Great Hall. No way, it's daytime already. All you need now is a successful VN to keep the legend alive forever. Yes! Now I understand why I'm so tired. Well, a lot of things have happened. Yes. You should go to sleep. Wait, before that we should accompany Karina, shouldn't we? Accompany Karina? Yes, to the Greystone Portal. It's time for Karina to go back home. Well, the word about myths has to be spread among humans, not myths, right? In the human realm. Coru laughs uncomfortably, trying to make light of the matter. Oh, we have to leave her behind! What if she comes with us? I'm sure Netflix would give it 2 seasons as well. Yeah! Coru, I don't want to talk about it. Let's go before I change my mind and start begging Karina to stay, please. I have to learn to be responsible. This isn't the time to be selfish and condemn everyone. Karina has to return to the human realm and save us all. Jack opens her mouth to speak, but Coru cuts him off. Please, we've proved that the bond works. The great portal will open for sure. Don't make me do this alone. The rest look at each other, unsure of what to say, and Coru, she doesn't dare look you in the face. Of course, Coru, we will go with you. Come on, let's move. You form a circle, holding hands, and light envelops you. Now stop to feel the warmth of the teleportation magic one last time. Stop being such a pill. You gather from the Greystone Portal. You should be happy, but instead there's a bittersweet feeling. On one hand, you want to go home, on the other, you don't want to leave the world of myths. You feel that once you leave, you might never see this peculiar group of creatures again, the ones you've shared so many adventures with over the past few days. Laughter, drama, gossip, endless arguments, El Coco running around everywhere. But above all, her. If you leave, is it over? When they told you about the bond, you didn't take it too seriously. Yet now, just the thought of never seeing her again tightens your chest and steals your breath. Well, it's time to say goodbye. It's been a pleasure having you here these days, Karina. It may have been a pleasure for you. For me, it was simply bearable. Flame of Ages flickering there. Yeah. Of course, it's just bearable for Wana. Actually, I had it all planned when I brought Karina into her room. I knew a human would help us. Oh yeah? I still remember the look of panic you had when I found you in Jirta. Come on. Almost done. That was because we were attacked by shadows. Sorry, that was my fault. I was bored and kidnapping Karina was very tempting. Everyone starts laughing, the relaxed atmosphere easing your anxiety a little. Then you look over at Coru. What is she thinking? Does she feel the same way you do? At that moment, Gamu brings you back to reality. Hey, Karina, hope everything goes great when you go back home. I can brag that you've seen a real Gamusino, huh? Haha. Thanks for everything. Remember not to pollute or have to pay you a visit. Thank you so much for your help these days. We'll miss you here. She's like a water myth. Game doesn't want to be over. No, it doesn't. It's been doing this the whole time. At that moment, the myths watch you in silence. You catch a flicker of mischief and complicity in their eyes, but also sadness. They know the time has come for you and Coru to say goodbye. Well, I suppose you'll want to say goodbye to Coru, so we'll leave you alone. Thank you for everything, Karina. Thank you! This is the second time she's called me by my name. Come on, go already. I'm dying to get rid of you. Thank you for everything, Karina. I'll look into whether it's possible to send you a special invitation for the next GALA. Thank you so much, Karina. Thanks to your help, I don't have to go howling all over the place anymore, and now I have more time for fasting. Just fasting somewhere doing nothing. He baked he baked some treats for the GALA, or Gala. If I ever decide to invade the mortal world again, I might drop by to say hello. The myths look at Guauco, serious. I'm joking. To put your Akuzakos away. With laughter, the myths say their goodbyes and teleport away one by one. You are finally left alone together. Well, it looks like this is where we part ways, Karina. Coru looks at you sadly. You notice her eyes beginning to well up. Going to Mr. DJ's pets. Oh, what a great idea! I've got a portable Coru Sparkmaster 5000 for occasions like this. Come on, we could do a farewell one at your place. Coru takes your hand and, still bouncing with little hops, accompanies you to the portal. A light blinks you, and when you open your eyes, you are still in the same place. Has the portal not worked? What's with that face? Oh, of course, the portals connect to the exact same point, but in your realm. That's why we didn't go directly to your house. At that moment, you realize that if you crossed without her, you would have ended up in the middle of nowhere, somewhere in northern Spain, with no idea how to get back home. Let's go to the Val de Gente, which is where it all started. The member of the Secret Rebel Baking Club. Yes, he is! That's it! You appear near your home where it all began. It feels like an eternity has passed, but it's only been 3 days. 3 intense days in which everything happened. A dance with all kinds of myths, a mission to save the world, a villain who turned out to be not so much of a villain after all, and a cute little witch who has stolen your heart. You look at Coru. When you chose her, it was on impulse. She's so adorable it makes you want to hug her all the time. You never imagined that the affection you felt for her from the very first day would turn into something more. You can't help but smile as you look at her and see how pretty and adorable she is. Can we sit for a bit? Oh, of course, I didn't know the portal could do that. I've never crossed one with a human before. In reality, that's a lie, but you can't think of a better excuse to spend a little more time with her. You step aside from the path and sit on the ground. The fresh grass feels like a natural carpet, so comfortable that you end up lying down. To your surprise, without saying a word, Coru also lies down next to you, close, very close, so close that one of her locks brushes to your shoulder. You feel a tingling sensation, and not just in your shoulder. Is this what they call butterflies? You turn towards her to say something, but at that exact moment, she does the same. Without realizing it, you've ended up face to face, just a few centimeters apart. You look into her eyes, and she meets your gaze with a shy but playful look. Almost unconsciously, your eyes drift down to her lips. You feel an irresistible urge to kiss them. Coru notices it as a smile forms on those lips you can't stop thinking about. At that moment, you reach your hand towards her face and gently caress her cheek. She responds by placing her hand over yours as she looks at you, inviting you to continue. You move closer to her slowly, and your lips finally meet in a kiss. A soft, delicate kiss, as sweet as she is. You let your hands glide over her body and feel her shiver at every touch, but she doesn't stop you. Instead, she wraps her arms around your back, pulling you even closer as she entwines her legs with yours. Oh boy! You can't help but hold her close, as if that gesture could keep her from ever pulling away, as if it could make her stay with you forever. As you hold each other, you roll across the grass, and without really knowing how, Coru ends up on top of you. Ooh! When your lips finally part and she sits up, you stay there, staring at her, unable to look away. When I asked for a set, I didn't mean this, but I'm not complaining. Karina! Coru looks away, laughing and blushing, but she stays on top of you with no intention of moving away. Going to be the bonfire of ages now with a bond like that. Yep, absolutely. When her eyes meet yours again, you know it's time to say what you've been thinking for so long. It's now or never. Coru looks at you in surprise. Tears begin to well up in her eyes. This time, however, they are tears of joy. You already know I've been thinking for a while about coming to this realm, and honestly, meeting you was the final push I needed to decide. I don't want to be apart from you either. I love you, Karina. Not as a human, but as you. I mean, as a human too, since that's what you are, but, well, you know what I mean. Yeah. You rescue her from her embarrassment, and you silence her with a kiss before she can finish. She can't help but burst out laughing. Then she curls up in your arms. After how I treated you, I thought you might have grown to dislike me. I fell in love with you the moment I saw you, silly. Which is absolutely true. She hides in your arms, making soft little sounds, completely flustered. After a while, you both sit up and set off again, now feeling a weight lifted off your shoulders after sharing your feelings. Suddenly you see a bush move. A shadow? In this realm? It can't be. From it emerges a jet black cat. It walks towards you and stares furiously. The cat that started it all! Because Coru wanted to, pet the cat. But she didn't have anywhere to put her portable portal, so she set it somewhere that was supposedly safe, and that's when you picked it up. Come on. Huh? Wait, this cat. Oh, it's the injured kitten that tried to help when I met you. The cat distribution system is working. Yes, please. You could say we met partly because of him. We owe him. Lucky cat, you want to come with us? The cat walks over, rubs against your feet, and starts purring. It seems he likes the idea. And so, with an unexpected new friend by your side, you head home together. My gift is a witch! Oh, it's so cute! Yay! So what are the odds the cat is a higher order being orchestrating everything? ahead. Okay, that's it. Woohoo! We finished. So thank you to everyone for joining. This means I can start doing the other romances as well. I haven't quite decided what I'm gonna do on weekends next. I'll figure something out. So, yeah, that's it for Mythic Love, Iberian Legends. I will probably sit down and do the rest of the routes later. Thank you everyone who not only watched this on stream, but also watched this on YouTube, which this should be up on YouTube later this week. The other routes I will do on my own time, of course. I only do one route. And yeah, I'm not sure what I'll do next time. So take care, make sure myths only survive because we remember them. Now the story is yours to continue. Thanks human for playing Mythic Love, Iberian Legends. So don't forget to drink water, eat food, take a nap, take your meds, go to the bathroom, take a shower, whatever you need to do for self-care, and I'll see you next time. Wednesday, I should definitely be playing World of Warcraft. I think I'm almost caught up with the story that they've released so far. So we'll see what I do if there isn't more World of Warcraft to do. So take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye!